This is the first time it's on the ground on front wheels. I just noticed that, and I'm actually really happy about it. Hell yeah. So today, my plan is to take my truck out of the garage, spin it around, pull it back in so I can finally start on the rear end. The biggest problem I see with that is the back's all the way up, and I don't know if the front's gonna be too low where it's gonna hit the front of the frame when I'm trying to move it, but I gotta do something. So let's do this, I guess. The reason that it took me so long to post another video is because I didn't plan ahead too well with my fittings for my air management system, because I forgot to get the fittings that actually go in the bag, and the front fittings are 1/2 inch NPT, and I didn't have those. I had 3/8 and 1/4, and that's it. So I had to order them, and then I accidentally ordered a 90, and I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know why I ordered a 90 and didn't even think about ordering a straight one. So I ordered a straight one a couple days ago, but we're gonna try to get this in and hope that it works. And then instead of hooking up my whole air management system, I went and made this. So I got a inlet, then I got a 1/4 turn little gas valve, and then a chuck for my air compressor, so I can fill up my bags for my air compressor and not have to hook everything else up. And so hopefully that works. I'll put a little air line between these two and just load her up, boom, and hopefully that works. So I have to install my A-arms, and I have to install my rack and pinion. I have to install my brake rotors, and I already have the rotor installed on the right side, but I have to install it on the driver's side. But I have to torque both of them and then put my wheels on, air them up, and set the front down and see what happens. And I've got a shitload of cleaning in my garage to do because it is bad. I got to move a bunch of cars around in my driveway, and I'm assuming it's going to take all day to get this truck turned around. The biggest problem I think I'll have, the second biggest problem besides height of the front end that I'm going to run into, is brakes. I don't have brakes, and hopefully I can do this and stop the truck from rolling down the driveway and into the street and just destroying stuff. So I'm planning on chalking the wheels and moving it inches at a time and just pulling it out this way and back in. And it's gonna be a shit show. This whole thing is gonna be a shit show. My garage is too small for what I'm doing. If I had a bigger garage that wasn't so small, I could leave the truck right where it is, pull the bed off, do the back end, but I have no room to pull the bed off. I have nowhere to put the bed. When I do take the bed off, it's just going to be sitting in my driveway. Hopefully my stupid HOA doesn't care. I got a lot to do today, so I'm going to get started. So enjoy the shit show. I cleaned out under the truck, like all the big stuff. I still got to sweep it under there. It's dirty. And I got the rear wheels on the ground. And now there's a moment of truth to see if I'm going to be able to roll this thing in and out of the garage. So I got the jack under it. I'm going to jack it up, remove the jack stands, let it down, see what happens. It's not going to work. I just know it. So enjoy this. I am nervous. I'm going to go so slow. Oh, don't fail me. I think it's gonna work. Not initially, I'm gonna have to air it up. Wheels are on the ground. Suspension settling down. Jack is stuck. Airbag up. Oh, look at that. That works. Hell yeah, dude. Look at that, picking up the truck. This is the first time it's on the ground on front wheels. I just noticed that, and I'm actually really happy about it. Hell yeah. Front end, I put air in it and it went up, and I was like, oh man, that's the first time I'm doing that with it, and I just realized that. Hell yeah, look at that. Hell yeah. Now, I got to move that down there, probably move a couple cars on the street, and then push this out, back it up here, and push it in. And that is going to be 100 times harder than I think it's going to be. Well, I got the truck pushed out, turned around, and pushed back in. I forgot to record it, but that's okay because it wasn't anything exciting or entertaining or whatever. So now that the truck is nose in, I can finally start on the back. First thing I did was take most of the stuff out of the bed, which I had the inner fenders and the outer fenders and bumpers and the grill were all stuffed in there. So I set those out on the side of the garage. I'm going to leave the hood in here, but I'm going to flip it over, and then I'm going to pull it off and set it in my driveway. Then I'm going to mark the frame where the center of the axle is and tear the axle out, and then clean up the frame back there. Then I'm going to lower the truck all the way down to aired out level that I want it to be at, roll the new axle into place where center is, and see if my new C-notches are going to clear with the truck aired out, which I really hope they do, and I don't see a reason why they wouldn't. After that, I'm going to put the C-notches in place, weld them all in, then I'm going to raise the truck up, put the axle under it, put the truck to ride height, and then fabricate everything at ride height. I don't want to fabricate it at full aired out because then the geometry might be a little off, so it's all going to be done at ride height. And that's really exciting. I don't know how long the back end is going to take. I've really just wish I would have gotten started on it like a month and a half ago, but things just don't work out as planned. And hopefully that doesn't take too long so I can go ahead and call Mars and have them send me my Coyote so I can get to the motor and the wiring. That's freaking exciting, and I just want to get that going. Because once the suspension's done, I think the hard part's out of the way. Putting the motor in and doing all the wiring is not going to be nearly as hard as all this fabricating is. And I'm just really lucky that this fabricating is going as smooth as it is with me having no idea what I'm doing. So that's pretty awesome. So it was really cool that I got the whole front end in, put together, and set it on the ground. And that is a huge, huge accomplishment, I think, for me. I've never done anything like this, and to actually see a functional front end is great. And everything works as it should. And I'm really excited to just finish this thing. Like this video, subscribe to my channel because you're definitely gonna wanna see this badass thing when it's done. And see you next time. And then I'm going to set the truck at ride height in the front and then level that out to the back because I don't know. So after I take the bed off,